Alright, folks, I think we are in the last episode of this campaign now. It's maybe got 30, 40 days left, and honestly, we could probably just go fight the HQ. I might do it, but I want to take a few more battles. Probably just do a spade of drilling at the end because I had like 4,000 ammo, and I don't know, I've just been spending extra dollars and stuff on equipment, mostly just for the roleplay reasons. We could probably fight both HQs now, but we'll just try to make sure that's true and make sure also that we have enough ammo and manpower for the second HQ that comes in the third act. But not too much to share that's different. I got to remember with the lights now that I want to. I gave both of them specialty ammunition. We'll see how it works, but I want them both. Now, did that switch both of them? Did it? Spear range went down to 100. And okay, no, they didn't switch. Okay, they have quartered shot rate, so that's a little bit better for range. I don't know about these guys, but we'll hope that their speed. We'll hope that we will hope that their speed carries them. Anyways, that's the first group. The artillery. Let's see on this map. What are we doing? Probably this rise. I think is what we normally do. And I think it looks fine for roleplay reasons. I don't know why I don't send the melee folks up on the left here. I mean, this seems like a much clearer avenue of attack where the defenders can't get too much cover. I usually send them up on the right to embed themselves in the buildings here. But now I wonder if we should just put the shooters kind of on a concave from that forest on up through there, and then just send the grenadiers maybe just straight up through the fields. They could take a little bit of cover as they go. But that's going to be a group of 5 units, and we'll try to keep them somewhat chunky so that they can move a little bit more quickly, but they're still kind of ready to go into combat. Honestly, I wish that there was a way to spread them. I mean, I could do it manually, but it just takes so much time. But spread them and then lock the group formation and move them forwards, because that way when they come out in the line, they're not all bunched up on one another. But I don't think that's in the game. Maybe there is a way to do it, but I haven't seen that one yet. But anyways, that'll be the melee portion. The shooty line is those 6. And so again, we'll try to keep them somewhat chunky, and then we'll give them more specifics when they get closer to it. All my cav now have some decent close quarter stuff. They should be able to move through some of this rougher terrain without too much trouble. And with that, I think we're ready to go. So let's move the line there. These guys, we can at least move up like that. Those guys will try to move up like that. Those guys will get moving there. The general. We actually want you guys more here. And we'll try to get you there. Observation Fusiliers. If we can, we'll try to get you up there. Might be a bit ambitious. Oh, the artillery. Alright. We'll see how that shakes out. I don't know. I didn't min-max the... You know what? We should try it a little bit. Just get... I know we're crossing the streams. I know. Dear Lord. Okay, we might be able to embed those guys in those woods. These guys, I think I'm okay with embedding them in the woods there. All right, so they have the open order accuracy one, just basically a bunch of those. I don't know. Am I gonna remember? No, I'm not. Am I gonna remember if we start out at long range to maybe make contact and then draw them in? I think that's what I'm going to try. Alright, now that the Cav have made it out of that rough terrain before their artillery opens up on us, we're going to move over there. The artillery, I mean, it's eh. You know, I think I've made this mistake before, and we probably should have a set of guns. Probably should have split the artillery 2 and 2, but I did not. Let's see, you have short range, so maybe keep you moving. And I bet one of these, yeah, one of those is the super long range. That one is pretty long range. But again, I think we're just going to try to set them up and make them look pretty. You guys can go out here. This is still supposed to be the more of the holding flank, and I think we now want to get you all out into something that more closely resembles a line before that happens. And you all can creep. You know, I should always just set these guys to their secondary ammo. I don't know how many so it only... That's annoying. Well... Alright, you guys... You're close enough to where I want you that I can do that. Same with you. You know, I haven't gotten all the annoying musicians that I wanted. I like the musicians, I do. It's just the assortment that I pick is it's a bit much on the ears sometimes. Okay, you shoot over there, that's fine. Continue to move around there. Can't say I know much about the 7 Years' War, particularly in Europe. It looks good. It looks good to me here. I thought Grand Tactician looked good too, so. With mods and everything. Some of the visual mods and tuning the settings and lossless scaling, which I don't have up on this game. I don't need it on this game. This game runs fine for me, but I know that that's not the case for everyone. Alright. I'm also excited. I've seen the... everybody's seen it. It's not private, but... Oh, I forgot to do the supply wagon thing. Man, this is what happens. Yeah, I forgot to restock everybody on ammo. Alright, I think you guys... if somebody has something in range, we might as well shoot at it, right? Yeah, we'll shoot at that. You guys can keep moving. And this crossing thing that they're doing should also be done away with in the next update. It never feels right to have your scrims, even if they have cover, shooting into people who also have cover. Just doesn't seem quite right. These guys have targets, well, almost. So, the best laid plans and all here, I think we actually got to push up with our shooty folks. And then I think, oh, you know what? We'll take the Bayos off of the shooty folks. We'll keep them on the Grens because it looks like they're coming for us. I think you probably want to focus on them. I'd actually draw that unit back, fix your alignment there. Maybe, yeah, probably should have had a group of lights out here, but I don't. We'll try to make this work. Pandora Musketeers. All right, let's, are you close enough to do that? Let's try it. Okay, these guys are definitely close enough, and now my old man reaction time needs to take note. Move you guys out of cover to move you up. I think we're gonna need some help over here. Okay, those Grens are there, that's fine. Maybe move you guys back into cover. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, we'll just keep hanging out. What I really want is you there, and then maybe you there. And I think we're gonna begin pushing up on the right here. Move those folks up. Move the Pandora Musketeers up. You know what? Let's stop shooting at that group. That group's going to get annihilated. And as much as I love cover, and I do, we need to focus on other things, because you guys are kind of a problem, so we'll shoot you. Alright, their cav is coming for us. We don't need to take that fight. We may not do well in it. We'll try to fix our line there. Fix our line like that. Maybe square up a bit. I mean, you guys don't have anything to shoot back here, so it's kind of like we're fighting without you. I think we're gonna start moving up like that, and we need these good shooters shooting, even if they are observation grunts. Like they're good enough. All right, and now that's right. These guys, I did buy some upgraded grenades, kind of just for fun. All right, let's try to wheel these guys back a bit. Wheel these guys back a bit. Bring the cav back behind them. Alright, I guess we annihilated them. Alright, now we can really start pushing up on this flank. Yeah, push you guys up. Those guys are done. Alright, we want to bring all you over here. We're going to bring our lead wall with us. Yeah. Alright, so definitely focus on them. Yeah, you can focus on them, I suppose. I mean, who do we need to break? Where do we need to put these guns? That? Yeah, maybe. Okay, keep wheeling back because we don't want to get flanked too hard here. I mean, it is coming, but... Okay, yeah, we don't need you focused on them anymore. We need you... We need to reduce some of that. Reduce some of that. Fall back here. Move up there. Very good. We broke them. You can switch to them. I think everybody and their brother is going to be focused on those units. Here, let's just square up on these guys. And you guys come in. Put that sweet quartered shot in. Okay, you're already doing your thing. That's fine. Didn't bring you up. Do that now. Didn't bring you up. Do that now. We just want to try to keep the fight in front of us. Okay. Shoot at them. Oops. Sorry. Yeah. Keep your bayas on for sure. And you all can countercharge. Let's see if all those upgraded weapons actually do anything. And if we're not doing it in cinematic, I don't know why we're doing it at all. Go away. I did not think that that was going to go well for them, and it did not. Yeah, whoops. Alright. Call my cav back. Alright. Yes, yes. Okay, those guys are doing their thing. Look at that range, even with the quarter shot. I mean, the quarter shot doesn't reduce the range as much. Okay, this is a little messy here. Yeah. Alright, so it's going to be the same thing. Oh no! The Cossacks have gone berserk. Back here. Good thing they have some stamina. 129 move speed. Well, kind of quick. Yeah, alright, so they're going to keep testing that flank. That's fine. Alright, if we're just going to get one side shot, I guess we'll not worry too much about that. What are we going to do? Have these two guns focus on that group? And have these two guns, yeah, I think continue to whittle down that flank as much as possible. Bring my cav back. Get it ready to redo what it just did. We can put them on volley. I don't think we're going to be able to use it, but here, we'll just give them that as a target, and they'll think that they need to volley, but they don't. Good, good. How's the rest of this looking? I did not look at those lights for a while. Move you here, move you there. Okay, we'll move you guys up like that. They're going to break soon. Yeah. Okay, you guys fire at that. Let's do it again. Because why wouldn't you? Oh. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now we can turn you. You guys might want to start looking at them. You guys can turn to that. We'll keep them lurking. We'll give them a little bit of a break, but not much. Yeah, we don't need you on fire, well. These guys, I guess, will start looking for that. We don't need... It looks like the Grenadiers are pretty okay here. Okay, shoot at them, shoot at them. That was a cool screen shake. Got those Grens with their morale back up. They all look pretty ready to go. I think they'd like to test it. Oh, yeah. Maybe we have to do the Cossack playthrough. Maybe it's been ordained. All right, cool. More and more important that are, yeah. All great stuff. I mean, I don't know what. I haven't chosen this one in a while. We'll refill. Because I'm probably going to forget to use the 2 free ammo carts that we have. Oh, you get an upgrade. What have you been doing so far? You're like the cavalry / charge. You know what? Yeah. That fire by rank is range. But the melee damage received. In some of those things, I don't know. Maybe we should just move the cav out. But, I don't know. Maybe something melee oriented here. Maybe cav oriented. Move speed and reloads. We could get a 3rd supply wagon. It would be funny to do. So this one, I mean, I don't hate, right? Charge plus 15% and veterancy gain of minus 10%. Reload speed and move speed would also work well if we keep it a cav, because they have fast reloads and they like to move. I think that both of these are also okay. I mean, the 3rd supply wagon actually might be a bit much, but I'll do this one and just see how it goes. Again, we're at the point in the campaign where I don't really think any of this matters, but accuracy plus 10, stamina minus 4. The problem is that some of you have like no stamina, but you could use it, and that's 752 range. Yeah. The thing is, we could also make some of this artillery even better. But we'll throw that on you and see how that goes. All right, so that would go with either cap, but just in the likely event that I forget to use my ammo carts, let's give you guys something so that you can be functional in the next battle. But I think 2 ammo carts should cover the rest of you. Right. You guys are up to veteran C8, almost 9, 8, almost 9. You're 8. I guess maybe we'll swap you to... I just like having this unit because it has good Jaeger rifles, and I think that's cool. So, there's that. I don't know. Maybe we just want to do an early HQ. Sometimes going to these places will grant us stuff. We could do that. Alright, it's a... You know, if it is really that weak... will I remember to use the ammo cart? I only have to remember it for about 15 seconds, so I kind of just want to keep talking about it so that I don't forget. But I don't know, maybe we can just drill our way to the HQ, and by then we should have just about everybody, probably except for the Cav, maxed out on veterancy. All right. Started talking about other things. It was not good. 1 supply train down. Two supply trains. All right, so we got as much as we can. I guess we'll find out if that was enough. Blah, 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 blah. Center hill for the artillery? I think so. I think so. Ooh, that hill's also kind of nice, but I don't know. They got a lot of stuff over there we'd like to shoot. Maybe split 2 and 2. I've talked myself into it. So this is going to be group 7. And this is going to be group 6. Group 5 does not include you. What do we want to do? I usually send them up on the right. You know? Well, yeah, I send them up on the right because this like just it feels like a speed trap there for any sort of quick moving melee that you might want to do. All right, we'll see if the melee guys can actually get into melee this time. It'd be nice. And we'll put them here. I think one of the mistakes, well, one of the mistakes I often make is that, let's see, that's group 3, is that we end up so far on the other flank once we've won it. The troops that are on the very extreme don't really ever make it back into battle, and so when we have a numbers advantage, it often doesn't feel like much of a numbers advantage. All right. And then we got our shooters, right? And on this map, I like to put them kind of behind, right? Behind that river, whatever that is. And then probably up through here, and usually with one unit in that clump of trees with the artillery behind it. I think it looks cool. I don't know if it does, but I like it. All right, we didn't do the general, but... Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. Are you guys in a group? So you guys are group 6, but I overrode, I guess, what is actually group 8 now. I mean, if... Yeah, they're somewhat thick, that's fine. Okay, we'll kind of send you all in that general direction, and then we'll try to put the lights out there. Just pull you guys to the edge of the map. It doesn't matter. There's like a random glitch, I guess, where their morale just tanks. They don't have too much morale on them, and it will be fixed in the next patch, we have been told. So, that's cool. Yeah, I think actually, though, we probably want you there. And we want you there. You there. Right there. Right there. And yeah, you're actually right. Okay. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna cross the streams. Yeah, none of them have anything in range yet, so it doesn't matter to me too much. Those guys actually do, but wouldn't they just look cooler on a hill? You can see the AI is reading the moves and kind of setting themselves up to counterbat. And look, they've positioned that. They have an SL. I don't know if it happens. I don't recall it happening. It would be cool if they flipped the map sometimes. And that we had to come from the other direction. The direction the AI is and vice versa. I don't think they do. I don't believe that happens in the game, but maybe I'm wrong. Remove the Bayos from those who don't need it. Or the Cav. Let's see. I forget what the hotkey is to switch to the secondary ammo. I could check the settings, but it doesn't matter to me that much. Yeah, those guys are fine there. Tilt it up a little bit. I mean, are you not entertained? I think it looks good. Alright. Spend too much time trying to have fun. That's not what this game is about. Okay, get you all set here. Yeah, whoops. What do I want to do? Let's say shoot what you can. Yeah, you can switch to them, that's fine. We'll get you all out. They're already coming to us here, so I don't have a real complaint about that. Have you guys get loose there. That's fine. Focus on them. Square up to that. Let's not have you overlap too much here. Honestly, the shorter range unit probably should have been the one in the front, but we'll see what kind of cover bonus we get. And where we might need the most help. Yeah, I think we'll go after the strongest units that they have and just try to knock their morale down to a more normal level. Alright, we can fall back with these guys. You can focus on them and switch to your quartered shot. You know what? They're Grens. Maybe we keep it a little bit thicker. A wee bit thicker. How are things over here? Yeah, I'd keep focusing on them. That's fine. Let's move you up. Let's move you up. I think those guys are coming down. We're gonna move them here. We're gonna move them there. These guys, since they're not being engaged and we don't want the AI to be able to pick on our other units, well, we're doing some of this stuff. If you're gonna be in a firefight, I guess you can get wide. Cav needs to make a move. Might be time for my line units to get their act together, but you know what? Let's try to put some dots down the line there. Have these guys turn that way. All right, I'm not too worried about what's going on over here. It's the center I would say concerned about. All right, their officer's dead. I don't even think we need to waste time. I think we'll just move on to the next target there. Have these Grens get ready to move. Alright, their cav is, I guess, calling it off. Okay, we knocked those guys down to a manageable 2 bars. Infantry should be able to clean that up now. We'll focus on those Hanoverian Grenadiers. Over here, I think it's all right. I see it now. We don't want that fight, guys. What we do, or what we can do at least, is turn those guys like that. Move you up here. Vendor Musketeers should, yeah, they should be more like that. They can come up. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I switched Musketeers, so they don't have the specialty ammo. That's what I was so articulately expressing. All right. Well, then I guess we can actually have you square up there. Yeah, we've kind of completely nullified any sort of advantage we might have had there. They're falling back. I think those 2 units in cover should have no problem just dealing with Highland Foot. What? Countercharge? Push them up. Push them up. Yeah, let's just move up and try to use some of that accuracy and range just to... They're not going to challenge us. Make them try to pay a price for it. Alright, we don't have to keep charging, gents. We just had to win the fight. We did. Give them the bayonet. Move Pandora Musketeers over here to focus on these guys. Yeah, you're moving up already. This is that fight. Thought I moved you guys up. Apparently not. You know what? You all can focus on that group that is coming in. Maybe we'll switch you to that, and we'll switch. Yeah, keep you 2 on that. That's fine. Alright, we don't want any cav v cav charges. I don't want any. Doesn't feel necessary. Alright, we're playing a dangerous game here with their guards, but... Okay, line out. Good. Move up there, move up there. Yeah, focus on them. Alright, I think we're braced enough. Yeah, that's probably what I would recommend too. And now we'll just press up. Otherwise, their artillery is just getting free shots on us the whole time. Alright, what's good having all that cav if we're not going to use it? To also engage in cav charges like that. Oh, yes. Alright. That was cool. Did I lose all my Pandora Musketeers yet? No? Alright. Give it time. I lied. You shoot at that. You shoot at that. You guys need a break. Take a break. Indoor Musketeers. Maybe we can go pick on the artillery, shoot on them. Shoot on them? Well, I guess. Yeah, if you do it right. Right, let's just get along with the cav and give them a break. Fix that line. Make it look better. There we go. There we go. Wondering why everything is moving so slow. Their last stand. It sounded pretty cool. That sounded pretty cool. I think that looks great, man. All right. I guess it was time. 11:23. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's great. That's okay. What do I even need? Maybe last minute veterancy? I mean, we don't need provisions. That unit, this is the artillery unit that I started the game with. It always shoots through its ammo. Reload speed, it does reload every 30 seconds. 38 seconds, 45 seconds. Yeah, I get it. But they don't even have that much that's good, right? It's +6 on the reload. Yeah, they don't. There's like, we could make this even much faster. We could have this almost be a recoilless rifle. And I guess we got to keep you stocked. That's fine. Does anybody? I think you guys have earned an upgrade if you want it. I think we go with the Daunt Cossacks, don't we? So what are they? 60 morale, 50 morale, stamina, move speed, 85-70 versus 90-75, 10 and 15. Okay, so but 45 and 30, 45 and 30. Honestly, I guess it's mostly the morale difference. Yeah, we'll wait for another one and go from there. I don't think. Yeah, these guys still haven't got. Are they close? No, not that close. I think we have. Yeah, we have those which we could. Sure, why not? Or I guess not, as the case may be. What? All right. Oh. Only for infantry. That explains it. Can anybody use the Holsteiner horses? That's accuracy and move speed. That's good. Stamina and move speed's not bad. Yeah. You know what? The ones I have I think are fine. Accuracy and move speed. I mean, those guys don't have the specialty ammo. I don't think we need to worry that much about that. Who are the guys who have the really... Oh, these guys don't have any specialty ammo. Let's go fix that. I think for the last battle... I don't want to put all 3 of the lights in. Then we need one more specialty ammo. We'll see if we can go buy that. Right, those guys already have the PF flyers, so they can't really get better ones. Right, these guys could, though. I mean, who do I take out? Maybe the least good Russian Grenadier? Which, by the way, you have herbs. You don't. But I know we got one of those herb. We did, right? Like that wasn't just... I don't know. At this point, well, it's slow replenishment, so we want to make sure that they're there for the final boss battle. Open order accuracy. I mean, those guys are fully upgraded. Here, I guess you guys could use some open order accuracy. You all already have some. I think good enough is good enough. Let's see if you guys have any specialty ammo. Looks like a nice place. Powder house. Yeah, I mean, 40% accuracy for 20% range, I think is going to be fine for us. Buckshot rounds. I mean, I didn't use any of these last time, but I think they'd be cool to use. If I ever remembered to micro them correctly, which I won't. We could... That's like so good, it could just go in with the Fusiliers, right? The line. I don't know, those sound cool. And those are cool. What would this do? Accuracy 35%, max range 20. I'll take it. I mean, it's fine. Alright, I'm selling off a bunch of the stuff that would give me an extra regiment. Or even, frankly, an extra officer. Because at this point, I actually don't have room in the reserve for a new regiment. And I have 2 backup officers. Neither of whom are great, but I think that they'd be fine in a pinch. And yeah, this way we pretty much break even for buying cool stuff. So, yeah, you guys are the ones who need the specialty ammo. Alright, we'll give you that. Honestly, that should probably go to Cav. I mean, the max... I'd rather keep a little bit more range with this group. Do we have... Hold on, is there like a good... What do you got here? Give me a Jaeger rifle. Can I end the game with one? No. I asked for too much. Some people like to use the carbines on their light infantry for the reload. I think that makes sense. Now those have the range. So I would take one of those and then drop it on those guys just to make sure we got that good range. I don't know. Dude, can't even give these rifles away, man. Maybe that's just the way it is. Alright, maybe that, yeah, that's just it. Quartered musket balls. Alright, these guys are for sure my best shooters, so we'll give you that, that's fine. You actually might all have. Alright, well you have basic. You can now get excellent. And did I buy another one? I didn't, but good buckshot rounds. Those, yeah, it's such a big range decrease. I'd hate to take it off the Fusiliers. I think these are the most experienced Russian Grens I have. Alright, they already have those. Should these guys get them? I don't know. You're my second most experienced. What could you do without here? All that stuff is like fine. The veterancy gain at this point, you know what? Probably not as important as some of the other things there. Gun picks are cool. A lot of this stuff is cool, but it's starting to feel like it's a bit beside the point. Maybe we drill. This could take a moment. All right. We are... okay, we're going to stop that now. Let's save that here. And we will see how this goes. So they have 1-2 artillery. This is not great. This is a little rough. They have 2 artillery, 3 cav. And do they... I thought I saw Jaegers somewhere. Well, a mind is a terrible thing to lose. I guess we'll find out on the battlefield. No, I'm not going to make you wait till the next episode to get bored then. We'll do it all in this one. You know, you got to be a little bit careful here with the ammo. What I opted to do was to have this become... I'm going to using all 3 of my lights just because I want to. There's no other reason. And then I moved all the observation fusiliers in. I put the worst Russian grenadiers over here. You know what? Let's keep all the Grens together. And then the odd musketeer, I don't know if we move him in with the Grens or if we send him to the line to shoot. Probably the line to shoot. But yeah, this way, if I remember to space these guys out correctly, all the lights should get that buff. This one had the cover effectiveness, the deployables, and I don't give them to them. I give it to the line unit, so it really wasn't doing any good there. But that was the thought process. Anybody here for an upgrade? Russian provincial cav? Well, this is the only one we could do. Alright, so let's do it. Do that one. Did you guys ever... Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to do it in time, but okay, I did upgrade those to Don Kosniks, and these guys can just not upgrade anymore, so that's fine. I think, yeah, everybody here is a Gren, so they can't upgrade. They're all maxed out, so let's see what we get here. Austrian light troops. Kidnap the guy's dog. Come on, man. Alright. Well, it's not like we got no cover. We just have very, very little cover. You know, the way I normally play this map is to have the shooters basically go from the hill to over here, and then I have the melee infantry kind of go from this little village up to here with cav support up here. But now I'm wondering, maybe I don't know if there's enough cover here for much of a brigade. Certainly we could try to do something from here to here, I guess, with our shooting infantry. And then maybe just have the melee focus folks come up here where it's going to get a little congested. Because this also tends to be one where when I went on a flank, they're kind of so out of the picture after that. Well, we'll see. First thing is first, though, before I forget, because I will, we gotta make an ammo run. Did everybody really get supplied? Wow. Alright. Well, we'll keep you around for a moment. I don't know how I felt about the artillery split push last time. I guess it looked okay, but just all I care about. Maybe the, so this is really long range. That's really shorter range. Okay, maybe those are the two longest. We'll make that the primary artillery. We'll stick that up on the hill. Maybe the secondary artillery, which is now going to be Group 8. I don't think we move them up on the hill, but we might move them into cover. We might. Made no decision. All right. That's right, my lights are all kind of spread out now. So we want you in the middle, you over there, and then you over there. And the three of you are my group 1. You don't need bayos on, but they are going to try to take those hedges at the outset. And then, I don't know. I don't know if we work with the friendly shooters or if we keep them back. Alright, the melee infantry. Well, you know what? We got to move them a little bit more in the center. We might have to... Problem is the cav. It's hard to come wide and not get pinched by the river. But I do want to try this, so we'll make that group 3. Cav are here. Alright, but let's put the dragoons in the middle, and hopefully they'll... Cossacks are the fastest. So let's do this as group 5. And we'll try to finagle them around. And then finally, the shooting line. I think we need to take those Fusiliers and those Musketeers with us, just so that we have enough. That'll be that group. How many of you have? How many of you are officers? It's always so weird the way that happens. Give me you. There we go. I don't think anyone else here was an officer. Doesn't look like it. And we generally are going to want that. Something like that. Maybe send you guys a little wider. You know what? This can actually be group 4. I never use group 4. But for this one, I can. Alright, let's just go, because we're spending too much time on that. Put that artillery there. Put that artillery up there. Put that infantry as much as we can right about here. We'll figure out the last steps later on. The general still needs to go there. Unless we move the cav over now. I'm not sure. How much light infantry do they have? See, I think in terms of AI army comp, the missing light infantry is a problem. I don't know. Light infantry, probably after really good melee infantry from the other AI, is probably the thing I'm most concerned about. So, yeah, its non-inclusion lets me not worry about it. The plus of moving the cav over here is that it might distract some of their infantry and tie them down in coming after me, but it also limits my ability to support the melee line. I'm sorry, but if you're going to lead with the artillery and then stand off, then I am going to shoot you. They can almost shoot that. These guys, not so much. This guy's got actually pretty greedy. Glad I didn't get punished for that. Yeah, so this flank does not look at all fun. Now that I see it. Not too sure what I want to do with some of this stuff. We could try to shoot that artillery. I don't know. I feel like with the numbers they're bringing, maybe we don't go hog wild yet. Kind of having my Admiral Akbar moment. Huh. Can the Kievsky Musketeers get there in time? No sense in losing the lights this early. I know I'm going to do it now. I just know I'm going to do it now that I've said it. My ammo cart. The glitch worked. Well, the bug worked. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of feels like the flank where we gotta hang out for a moment. We gotta delay a bit more over there. Pull back here. Maybe send those Grens up there. Okay, you are close enough. They're gonna be here. Don't you worry. You have an infantry target because we gotta start plopping that infantry. All right. You got quartered shot. Use it. You got quartered shot. Use it. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna have to give up some cover. You guys might need to come in. I think we just got to get out in line, even if it costs us some speed at this point. Maybe start bringing our cav back to lurk. I think we need to start picking targets to shoot down. Those guys have only 3 bars of morale, so I think we'll make the best of that. Yep, you guys go up there, use that quartered shot. You guys are now in some cover, so do your best with that. More would be great. No, no, no. Shoot the group in front of you. There you go. Nope, you shoot them. Alright. Looks like the greater threat's over here on the right, so try to get that addressed. Yep, you shoot them. Yeah, I guess you could shoot them here. You guys need to do that. I guess you guys were never running. My mistake. You know what? Focus on them because they look like they are a bigger threat. Everything kind of on the right here is that bigger threat. Can you hit them? Good, because you're gonna need to. Those Kievsky Musketeers actually might be in a ton of trouble. Okay. Yeah, we gotta start bringing the lights over here. Yeah, focus them down. I guess the Cav will end up fighting over here, but more for defensive rather than offensive reasons, which is probably not ever. Oh, we need morale buff there. We need it there. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. I would continue bringing these guys over, because we're going to need all the help we can get. Good target. Yeah, okay. So that buff only works on them because I broke them up. Yeah, that was stupid on my part, but what else is new, right? Alright, I think they can deal with them. Yeah, you all really need to address that. Maybe you try to deal with them. I don't know if we're going to get this angle right, but... Why don't we call our cavalry to here? We'll fix Bayos because it looks like we're going to have to. These Russian Grens... You know what? You know what? Maybe we can deal with you and you rather than eating a full-on face charge. You know what? Focus them down. What are you guys trying to do? I would say shoot them. I mean, our whole line can see them. Has the grenade bug been fixed? Find out. Okay, we don't need you doing that anymore. I really gotta stay with these guys, man. I gotta stop kind of ignoring. Well, we'll see if we can do it. Alright, feel much better about this flank now. What are you guys shooting at? Switch to them. You guys can rotate ever so slightly. I had a feeling that... Oh, you guys didn't... Oh, you did do it. Nice. I don't really want to run in that water. I think we're about to break them in the next charge. Ah, there's too much going on. Alright. You guys focus on that and on them. You guys we no longer need over here. You're not really contributing to that fight anymore. They're about to break. Let's see. Let's focus on you. And on you. Alright. I don't know what you guys are doing. You're not supposed to be doing melee here, man. But yeah, try to break them and break them. And that would clear up one flank. Ugh, they're diving our artillery. Kinda want... You know what? Oh, maybe they're not diving our artillery. It was all a big misunderstanding. No, no, no. Focus on the people trying to kill you, not the ones running away. Right, let's have these lights get out of this. This is getting too cramped over here. Have you guys focus on them. Alright, you guys need to focus on that now. You guys are going to get charged from over there. It is what it is. Toss those grenades. Toss, toss, toss. You guys probably want to focus on that. I think the general is needed. Come on, dudes. You gotta do the thing, man. Yeah, that's actually gonna hurt. You know what we forgot? Ooh, this is dicier than I thought. Alright, that was very good. We'll turn like that. You guys now focus on them. You have no grenades, but... Oh, you cheeky Oh, you are coming towards me, but we have the spikes down. I think they're going to hit these guys, though. Well, they might clip... Yeah, they're going to clip that, so... No. Shoot at the threat. Not at the other thing. Okay, you're a bigger threat, I think, to this flank. I mean, if we could get some cover, that would be great. You guys are about to break. I have not been watching what's happening over here, so... Alright, these Pandora Musketeers could use a break. And... You know what? The threat over here... Yep, that's the threat. That's what I would say. Alright, you guys can square up there. Let's bring you... Guys, come on, man. We'll bring you over there. We'll have you guys skirmish out in front. That's all fine. Pick a target. That can be your target. Though, you know what? I think they're going to break soon enough that we can start focusing on them. That's cool. Alright, they broke. That's also cool. Alright, we'll try to have you guys help out there. Honestly, their center is not my biggest concern, so... Ammunition might become my biggest concern, but it's not yet. You guys can distract them. Oh, they're turning to us. That's great. I had a feeling that was coming, and it did. Alright, I I guess we got to turn and face you all. Go back to volleys. I think we're going to try to move up and... I know what that sound is. That's the sound of a huge mistake. Yeah. On my part. I guess that's why we can't play faster. We missed too much. Alright. You guys come over there. Hopefully they rally and they didn't shatter, but guess we'll find out. And now, maybe the Cav can just run in and do their thing. They're done over there, so I'm not too worried about that. These guys have no ammo, so they won't be doing anything else constructive here. I guess we'll just try to pound them. Come up over there. Come up over there. Those Pandora Musketeers came back. But I don't believe those ones can or... doesn't seem likely. Alright. Cav, we gave you all that nice equipment. Let's see how you use it here. Alright, very good. They're running. They shattered. Let's try to do something. Alright. It's fun standing off with you all, but it also isn't. The Cossacks are not really the right ones, I think, to throw in first, but they seem to do alright. And if we lost a light, like, even if it just dies out as a result of this, might be okay, because we'll just bring in some Grens or something else. I don't know how quickly we're going to replenish, but if it restores 20% automatically, that should make sure that we're up to snuff, and we only need enough ammo to get most of these units up to like half ammo, and then the ammo carts can fill them up at the end, and then we can just fight the enemy HQ when it comes. Let's do replenish first. Check out the ammo situation. We know what it is. You know, we can give the ammo to everyone else, but in the ammo carts, I mean, everybody. Yeah, it looks like the ammo carts should be able to deal with this. Which one of you got beat up? I don't know. Why am I asking all of you? Yes. Reinforcements are indeed coming from right there. I think we want to play a little bit of keep away just until we have everybody with us. Alright. I want to make sure all my reinforcements are here. Now, how do I still get replenishment? I do. Are these guys really just that slow? I guess. 3 artillery, 3 cav. Hessian musketeers all vetted up. Is there anything for me to do in here? At all? Nope. They've done what they can do. Everybody else here is pretty much vetted up. Alright, it's going to be the final showdown. Kind of. For Middle Earth, if Europe is your Earth. Alright. Okay. It's this map. Do I like the way I did it last time? I mean, I did, like, too well on my right, and then my grenadiers were just... You know, though, it's probably the best, because if somebody's got to have no cover, it might as well be the grenadiers. Yeah. You can tell how much I care for them. What's our 2 longest range? 630, 751, I think, yeah. So it was these last 2 here. So maybe we plop them back here. And I'll make that my default group 6. We'll take the shorter range artillery, and for role-playing reasons, we'll try to get them on that hill. Control Shift 8. There we go. Z-lights. Not that it worked last time, because well, maybe they were all kind of together. But you three, yeah, you're group 1. Now, who did that work for? It worked for you. Okay, because you all had the same secondary ammo. It worked. That's good to know. Where do I put them, though? I feel like the answer is either out here on the right, working with the other shooters, or out here on the left, helping the grenadiers. I don't know. I found them useful in the last battle, helping to stall things on the left. And so I guess I'm going to do that again. Was the HQ dude's not in the middle? That's weird. Or the officer that I wanted in the middle. Huh. It's odd. But anyways, they don't need Bayos. We'll try Grenadiers on the left again. Maybe we just have them hold from the forest through this pocket here, and then Cav can come up on their left, and maybe that's how we'll do it. Cav, yeah, I think Cav will come out over here. 5. And then the shooty group. I think we're going to have to try to control the forest. You know what? I kind of liked what I did last time. Make the far right group control group 4. And then have these other here just be group 2. I think that's the way we'll do it. Artillery can go up there, up there. Let's see. You guys can kind of go there. You know, as I see this, I now want the lights over here. It's a... Oh! Forgot the supply train. Hold up here. Can't select everybody, can I? I can run the Cav back. 3, you guys can halt. 1, you guys can halt. Alright, this is a... halt. I don't know if you guys need it or not, but... Observation artillery I actually already got, so that's fine. Alright, so actually, yeah, moving my artillery up is fine. Okay, you don't need to go. And we have a moment while they try to get themselves sorted. Maybe we move the Russian Grens like this. Pandora Musketeers, you are now all set. So we're going to send you guys up. You know, we may just keep the Cav in the middle and see what they do. Alright, Cav looks filled. And artillery can already shoot back there. Well, if that is the case, let's try it. You know what? Yeah. They may not need it, but I would hate to need it and then just be like, oh. Okay, I think this is all we're going to get. So we emptied this one ammo cart on the Grenadiers. That's okay. That's fine. Can you two actually hit anything? Kind of. Yeah, kind of. I guess they want to do counterbat. Alright. We're going to switch off the quarter chop for the range. Alright. Where'd, oh, they routed the ammo wagon. Well, at least that group got filled up. These guys didn't. You know, maybe it'll be too bad, but... We... Oh, wait. No, I lied. The supply wagon is there. For a moment. Holy moly, those Don Cossacks got obliterated by something. Or just everybody focused fire them. Yeah, so we do not want... We don't want any more of that. You guys are shooting at the wrong thing. There you go. I mean, you can try to hit them. I doubt we're going to do it. Not too sure what you guys were doing that whole time, but... You're filled. Very good. Start the trek. I think we're going to get absolutely hammered on that flank, so... We move up a little bit further, we should get in range. Yeah. Maybe we can put one... Okay, that's not the group we want. That was this ammo wagon, and we got resupplied just as it happened. Just as we drew it up, right? Alright, we'll start focusing on infantry, because long term that's going to be the biggest problem. And we've drawn them up, that's all we wanted to do. And draw, let's see. This guy's probably out of Deo's not. No, we want the general's unit there. I'll have you guys go here. Grenadiers, yeah, I've been sloppy with you. Yeah, I guess we'll try to focus down one unit at a time. Cav looks like it's going to make it out okay. Or light infantry, so we'll move them. You know, I wonder if we just... I don't know. I'm gonna say pull back into the woods. Focus on them. Yeah, this is also a bug that they're gonna try to get rid of. The AI kind of running sideways while in front of you. Seems like a good idea to get rid of. Alright, move up like that. Try to get you folks into there, maybe into there, maybe into there. Focus on them, focus on them. Let's change to, everybody's changed to quartered shot here. Okay, they're moving on up. Okay, you're never going to get another chance probably as good, so... Have you get like that, and you like that. It's time we get loose here and here, and then maybe bring the Kievsky Musketeer. Well, I didn't realize the map was kind of this, when it extended this far. That was some good news. That's, I would focus more on that. Yeah, that is, far right now is certainly a threat. Okay, maybe we can have you guys come up and then you guys keep moving over. You guys are in a pretty good spot. It's getting cramped over here. What? Maybe I missed these guys with one of the ammo reloads. Well, alright, let's focus on them. They're pretty threatening. And on them. Now, you know what? On them. We'll try to get at the Coldstream Guards this way. Can we grenade these guys, please? Do it. Run. Let's see. Why don't you get a little thin there? Okay. We need that group to get routed. And then I think we can press these guys up and try to grenade them. That's the plan, at least. So you know what? Go back to helping them break that group. I also realized, yep, I was not paying attention over here. What is new? Alright, I think we're doing a little too much running there. We're getting another unit to retreat. Alright, focus on them. Focus on them. Don't worry about the guys who are running. Come on, toss those grenades. Do it again. Okay. That... they clogged it up here. Get up there. Alright, shooting my lights should be a little bit rougher for them now. We gotta move these guys up. Move those guys up. We'll see what we get with them. Okay, focus on those guys. Yes, come on, grenade them. Do it. Do it. Yeah, you guys need to rush up here and help them out. Okay, you guys have done the thing. You can actually go back there. You know what? Just keep chucking grenades. That's why we got them. How's the lights looking? They're out of range. Yeah, that's okay to do, I guess. You probably want to care about what's going on here on this flank. Yeah, we don't want to focus on those who we've kind of already broke. Draw. Come on. Oh, sorry, as I'm talking to you. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Yep. I haven't looked at him in long enough. You know what? You guys, I'm going home. Alright. Light's got to do a thing up there. Eat it. No, no, no. We need to draw you back. That was awful. Okay, good. We broke them. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Observation musketeers, you don't have to continue doing that. That's really not what you're made to do. We'll see about that. And just try to keep holding here. Alright, you guys, since you're not in the action, I know you're not going to get cover over here, but we still need you. And, okay. I don't think we need to actually take that fight. Alright. I think between the obstacles that we... How did I know? I just knew if I wasn't watching long enough that this would happen. Oh, and then these guys, of course, did the thing again. Well, it was bound to happen. Now these guys can cycle charge over there. Yeah, we took too many lights, but it's fine. These Pandora Musketeers will continue to fight on. Alright, we want to pull that cab back, because their Grands are now shooting at mine, and we do want to turn and start lobbing grenades on them. We can. And that's how we'll do it. No, no, no. Get back here. Alright, how's the artillery doing? Yeah, focus on them, that's fine. You all don't need to be in melee. No idea what that was. Yeah, no idea what that was. Alright, we'll start plotting. Plotting? There we go. Alright. Observation Fusiliers, let's do what you're actually good at here. Okay, they made 0 headway in the middle. We will push up. Yep, and it's all these guys against those guys. There we go. Come on. You got grenades. You know you want to toss them. We're going to get the cav ready to do charge on these guys. And you know what? I think we need a little more support here. Okay, you're doing it. All right, that's going to be the campaign. Don't think it's too soon to call it. You could always try that head-on charge, but I don't think we need to. It seemed a lot more daunting than it was. It was just, even on slow-mo, when I focused too much on charge defense, it ended up just hurting us. So, all right, we can YOLO charge. And it was a fun campaign. A very fun campaign. I don't think it's going to be enough to save those two. Yeah, they got wiped out, but oh well. Do that and that for absolutely no reason at all. Win. All right, we got third Rome. Red Army is the strongest. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We got to figure out what we're going to do next time. Maybe a French light troop or a British Highlander campaign. I've only played Russia and Austria so far, but I would be interested in either one of those. Get out of here, and yeah, we'll see what's next, but hope you enjoyed this one, and hope to have you back for the next one.